Hello everyone and welcome back to Dragalia Foundry, a fan channel where everything Dragalia Lost can be found. The year was 2019, the month was January, Gala Dragalia was fresh, it was the new hotness, the latest thing that everybody had to have. And who did we have as our first Gala character but Gala Sarisse, one of my favorites from the Kindness and Captivity raid event near the start of Dragalia Lost. I spent 10,000 Wormite, I tried to summon her, did not succeed. I saved up, at the end of the banner I had 12,000 more Wormite, didn't succeed. I waited several months until Gala Sarisse would come back for the anniversary on an appearance rate up, but only a 0.2% appearance rate on a banner with lots of past Gala characters. I had over 500 summons, free-to-play summons, and did not get her. I spent Diamantium, I started buying the anniversary packs. Surely if I wail on Dragalia, I will get Gala Sarisse. I was not successful. Flash forward several months later, when Sarisse got an alt for the Monster Hunter crossover, and I thought to myself, well, this is it. I probably will never get Gala Sarisse, but at least I can get this Monster Hunter Sarisse. But what did the Dragalia dev team decide to do but add sparking to the game where you can get a guaranteed character of your choice? And who is on this showcase in the sparking section in the Worm Sigil trade but Gala Sarisse, none other than Gala Sarisse. So I have an obligation today. We are going to summon Gala Sarisse. It has been this long. It has been over 2 years since Dragalia started, obviously. But since January 2019 that I've been trying to get this character and have spent, I'm sure I've spent over 700 summons at this point. And basically, if you're not aware, the Worm Sigil system or sparking, if you spend 300 free-to-play summons, you are guaranteed, 300 using Wormite tickets, you're guaranteed to pick a character of your choice off this banner, off a list. And she's on it, so that is our plan for today. I am not hopeful that we will get her any other way, but we are going to go all the way if that is what it takes. So this is my anniversary summoning session. I hope you're excited. I am very excited to try pull for her. It has been a long saga trying to get Sarisse. And as you can see, I have come prepared. I bought one of the anniversary packs. That is my anniversary gift to myself. I bought the pack with the 4 Sunlight Stones because I do like to build some funny dragons sometimes, like Gala dragons are the most powerful ones, but I'm the kind of person who I see Summercon Hanasakia and I'm like, I want to make her good. How can I figure out how to use her? But ultimately I run out of Sunlight Stones doing stuff like that. Same thing with Horus or some of the other dragons. So this was the pack I felt will give me value regardless of what I get off the summons, and I'm glad to have collected that. But the thing about how sparking works in Dragalia is these Diamantium summons count twice for our Worm Sigils. As you can see, I've also been doing daily deals because I got some Diamantium refunded, which I collected on my phone, so that Diamantium isn't visible here. But I collected it on my phone and have been doing daily deals because each of those adds 2 to the Worm Sigil count. So far, I've done a total of the 2 free 10-folds on this banner, and I've done 3 daily deals, so my Worm Sigils are at 26. Our goal is to get that up to 300, and once we do, we'll be able to trade for Gala Sarisse. Now our backup plan, if we are so fortunate, which honestly at this point with how much we've tried to pull for Gala Sarisse, I can't see this happening, but our backup plan is to go for Gala Alex since I also don't have her. And no, I know Gala Alex is so much better than Sarisse. I'm not going to betray Sarisse just to get Gala Alex. We are going for Sarisse or bust. Luckily, I'm good on the dragons, but I guess there's some chance. I mean, if we are so fortunate to get both of them, that would be insane. That's probably not going to happen, so realistically, we're not going to even consider the dragons on here, and I do happen to have them already as well. So let me talk about what some of the other good pulls would be along the way, bearing in mind that it's highly likely we're just going to get tons of duplicates because I have a large part of the roster in the game already, and as you can see, nothing here has an appearance rate up. Basically, your chances of getting any of these 5-star adventurers, 5-star dragons, they're all split among them evenly within their respective pools. But if we do happen to get lucky and pick up something new, here's what I'm missing. I'm missing Gala Sarisse, of course, Chelsea within the flame element. I'm not missing anything in the water element. For wind, I'm missing Summer Sinoa. And for light, I'm missing Zubagier and Summer Mikoto. And I really would like to pick up Summer Mikoto because I wanted to dream summon him, but so far it doesn't seem like there's going to be a dream summon with this anniversary. And the advent of sparking or getting to pick a character that way might mean that we don't see dream summons often anymore, because essentially what I'm doing today is effectively dream summoning Sarisse at a much higher cost than I would have had that been available. So also Gala Alex, as I mentioned, and also within Shadow Forte, she would be a nice pickup. But I think, yeah, that's pretty much it as far as characters I'm missing. Now for dragons, I would like to get unbinds, if possible, on several dragons. I don't have a Horus, so that's one I would like to just pick up at all. I would like to get unbinds on Simurgh, on Nimbus, Gebne, and Krydne. None of those are max unbound for me. And within the wind element, Ariel, Summer-Kana Hanasakaya, and Garland. None of those are max unbound for me. Within light, mainly Popstar Siren, and I don't have any copies of Tieshan Gongju, so that would be kind of nice. And for Shadow, I need one more unbind on Epimetheus. I don't have Andromeda or Azazel or Ramiel, so there are good things to be had. But again, it's totally random. We are basically here just to push ahead through the summoning section until we get to pick the character of our choice. That is the plan for today. And it's going to eat into our resources, but the way I see it, we have a full month of every day we get a tenfold, right? So I'm hoping that I can luck out the rest of the month and at least get some of the characters I want that are associated with the anniversary and the new raid event. Anyway, let's start getting into the summoning. The way I ordered my daily deals was a little bit off, but needless to say, I need to do 8 more summons to increase my pity rate, and I'm going to go ahead and do that. I'm going to try do, I guess, 18 if possible before doing my free tenfold for the day. So let me use my summon vouchers. And this is a tough one. I mean, I don't love min-maxing on these, but I'm honestly going to do it. I think I should just try to be as efficient as possible, considering we are really going into this with the possibility of at least 300 summons. A little less, I mean, because we are already counting the daily tenfolds, we get some worm sigils off those, and we're going to get double the worm sigils off any of our paid summons. But it's still so much of our resource pool that I want to be conservative just in case we get super lucky and randomly get a Sarisse or randomly get something else that resets our pity rate. So here we go. So far we've done 2, nothing particularly exciting. Unfortunately, 4-star rarity and below, there's just nothing that I'm missing, so we really can't hope for much in that area. I am going to try speed through these because we do have a lot of singles, and I want to make sure I'm choosing the vouchers every time. I definitely don't want to spend the Diamantium on this per se because it's in a nice even amount to use on tenfolds. Alright, let's do some more. This banner could definitely be described as a bait banner because nothing is raid up. Yet for brand new players or newer players who don't have a big collection, essentially the more things you're missing, the better this type of banner is, because even though it's just totally random what you get, at least you're not getting as many duplicates and you're getting new stuff to add to your collection. So I don't think it was necessarily a bad banner, it's just that it's not for everyone. Okay, 4 stars, 4-star lances. We got Emma and Gald. 2 characters who probably couldn't be more distinct in appearance from one another. We're on a nice streak with 4 stars. We're going to get a decent chunk of Eldwater from this, but traditionally, if you want to farm Eldwater, summoning is not the most efficient way to do so. It's just that this gives us the upside of getting things that we might want. Alright, so 1 more to increase our pity rate the first time, and then... Ooh. Hello, Dove. Will you transform for us? Nope, looks like a 4-star. Alright, so we've increased our pity rate once. now that we're at an even number, I'm willing to do 10 singles because here's the plan. If our pity rate breaks in the middle of the 10 singles, we have plenty of singles left over to increase our pity rate again before doing our tenfolds. So let's do that. We'll do max. Hopefully we don't see a 5-star. I mean, I'm not complaining if we see a 5-star or anything, but like if we don't see a 5-star, then we can start doing the tenfolds and that'll be more exciting for us. But we did get a 5-star. So who's it gonna be? All right, looks like a dragon. Hopefully it's one of the ones that benefits us in some way, as opposed to, you know, somebody from the essences would be pretty bad. Oh God. Poseidon, you're so terrible now. I've gotten so many Poseidons off of my dragon summon tickets. Like, this is the dragon that loves me the most, and I have just sadly rejected him. He is kind of a benevolent grandpa figure. He has a grandpa humor. You know, actually does look a lot cooler in the cell shaded. I think the dragons were some of the big beneficiaries of that. But look, it looks like he was the first thing we pulled, so we need to do one more to increase our 5-star appearance rate, so let's do that. And we'll see if this resets our pity rate or not. Doesn't look like it will. So let's summon this. Good to see you, Marty. And now our appearance rate has gone up once, so now let's try do what we did earlier with 10 of these. And we still have a good amount of slack with the extra tenfolds, or extra singles rather, that if this goes wrong, we can, you know, use the appropriate amount to fix our pity rate. But it looks like we're not getting any 5-star here, unless there's a transformation. I haven't really seen that too much as far as using multiple singles at once. Looks like there wasn't one, so I'll skip ahead. Hey, it was Pietro at the end there though. Alright, so we've done 20 singles, now let's do our free tenfold of the day. So far I've gotten lucky on my free tenfolds, and hey, we got lucky again. I got a 5-star every day. The first day was an Epimetheus Unbind, second day Summer Julieta dupe, and today we got 2 5-stars, a dragon and a bow. Don't tell me. Could it be? I mean, it's an equal chance of everybody, but I'm missing Chelsea, Summer Mikoto, and Gala Sarisse, so like, there's a real good... Oh my God. Poseidon, why? Why do you love me so much? Anyway, there's a good chance. Please. Oh, Nefaria. It's okay, Nefaria. You're still the best. You're still the bestie. Yeah, I posted a playlist of my Sarisse saga. And let me tell you, whenever I've been going for Gala Sarisse, I've gotten like a disproportionate amount of bow 5-star fake outs, including seeing Nefaria and Luis and just everybody. Like, I'm pretty sure I've gotten every other bow anytime that Sarisse is available. But that's okay. As you can see, we've steadily increased our amount of worm sigils, so that's good. We want to be a little careful though now, because the weirdness of the amounts of summons that we had to do as far as breaking our pity rate has made it so, like, we want to get this to an even 300, but we don't want to just spend 5 singles, which wouldn't have any effect on pity rate. So hopefully our next few singles break in such a way that we can get this to an even number without wasting a lot of singles. Otherwise, maybe we'll actually spend Wormite to do singles, which is something very rare. I think we can do max, and we'll see if we break or not. But I feel like we have enough, again, in reserve that we can kind of patch it over. But normally, if you're ever in doubt, like, just do it one at a time. That's a safer way to go about it. Alright, no 5-star. The only reason I'm doing them all at once is more from an entertainment standpoint of I know it's like kind of boring to watch all of those. So now we definitely don't want to do 10 at once. The thing is, if we do them one by one, we're going to be in a weird spot where we won't actually have enough left to get to a 300 amount. But let's do it. We'll do it, and we can always use whatever's left over to top things off. And hey, we got a 5-star anyway, so Who is it gonna be? It's a dragon. Don't show me Poseidon. I swear. Alright, Siren, also salt in the wound in to some extent, because I did dream summon Siren, and I used like 4 sunlight stones on her. And since that time, I've like fully maxed out another Siren, and now like this is my 3rd Siren, which is a good problem to have, but I've seen a lot of Siren. So here we are. I want to say, I mean, we could actually make this work in a pretty reasonable way by doing one single using Wormite. So I think we're gonna go ahead and do that. What we'll do, we'll do our singles individually now, but if we go all 10, then what we may have to do is use 120 Wormite to do a single. At least in my, back of the envelope head math right now. That's kind of what I'm expecting to happen here, because I think we're going to be like 1 worm sigil short of an even number that we want to have, unless we get some 5-star or something, which so far it's not looking like we're going to get one. So I think we want to stop when we have 3 single tickets left. Alright, nothing there. Oh, that actually became a 4-star. Templar Hope has seen a big increase in his power because now he buffs strength and not just defense. I could see him being pretty good in the new difficulty of Ciella's Wrath. I really expect us to have to tank a lot of things in that fight, but can't be sure. It just feels like one thing they often do is they want there to be new meta characters when they switch difficulties. Like a lot of trials, their meta characters changed from difficulty to difficulty. Part of that is also the amount of time between releases where like there are just a lot more adventurers available, or there's spirals, or there's new dragons that change things, and therefore the characters that were once the most popular when old content released are no longer the most popular. Okay, we're getting up there. Let's confirm. Don't want to be wasteful here. 1 more summon before increased 5-star rates. So we'll do 1 more summon, and then we're gonna save our extra singles for maybe the very end of our session, when our only purpose is to get our worm sigil count up to 300, because that's how many worm sigils we need. Alright, so we've increased our pity rate once here. We're gonna start doing tenfolds. I am not one to use Wormite for singles typically, so some players prefer to do singles rather than do tenfolds, even with their Wormite. I'm not sure if that applies in this case because there's nothing on focus. Even though we're targeting something, it's like an off focus, which is a horrible idea, so we're basically guaranteed to go to 300. But the reason I like to do the tenfolds as opposed to doing 10 singles right now is you also get a higher floor as far as your expected value on your Eldwater, because in a tenfold at least 1 is a 4-star. So you're getting more Eldwater guaranteed than if you do 10 singles in a row. So that's why I've never intentionally spent Wormite to do singles just to increase my pity rate. But let's use our tenfold summon voucher. And again, this is just all luck. So anything that we happen to get along the way, we can consider a bonus, because we know we're getting Gala Dragalia. We have enough summons to pull it off. Alright, no 5-stars here, so we'll skip ahead. Let's use another tenfold voucher. And then we'll start using that Diamantium. Alright, now we're getting some 5-stars. That's good to see. Hopefully more than 1. 2, I'll take it. I think the most 5-stars I've ever gotten in a circle is 3. At least I saw some screenshots recently of people who got 4. And it shocked me to see 4, so I feel like I must have only gotten 3 in the past. And we got 2 dragons. Hopefully some more recent dragons, some stronger dragons. Oh my goodness. If you're not aware, this is the worst dragon. This is probably worse than Poseidon, but she is more recent, I guess, so I kind of got what I wished for in a way, in a horrible, twisted way. Alright, I am happy to see Nimbus though. Nimbus is not a particularly good dragon, but with the whole buffs to dragon-centric worm prints, thanks to Dragon's Boon, I kind of want to try this guy out. And somebody pointed out to me that Nimbus could work well on Eugene. One of the things I said about Nimbus in evaluating him on a dragon special was there's not a lot of characters who care both about dragon transformation and critical damage, which is kind of the intersection of Nimbus. But what I forgot was you don't just need high critical rates to use critical damage. In the water element in particular, inspiration is pretty common, and inspiration makes your hits a guaranteed critical hit. So even if you don't have high critical rate, if you're dealing a lot of guaranteed critical hits, having good critical damage can benefit you. I actually think inspiration in the flame element would be one of the things that could really put Incognito Nefaria over the top and make her really good, because that's one of the things she's lacking. Like, without Horus, it's kind of hard to get a decent critical rate going on her. Alright, we have one more voucher, so we'll use that first, and then we'll do our Diamantium Tenfolds. Alright, love to see the Fafnirs. Are we going to see a bow, just for the fake outs? No, we have a dragon. A lot of dragons today. A lot of dragons, another one. Alright, which two dragons did we get this time? Okay. Bring them on. I am also a pancake fan, Nimbus. I think we'll get along great. And Jeanne d'Arc. Well, she is in the worm, in the what is it called? Draconic Essence thing now? You can trade for copies of her, basically, merges from playing the story. And it's half stamina double drops for a while. So I could hypothetically use that and just get some extra unbinds and then sell it and get a lot more Eldwater off of that at a lower stamina cost. And honestly, that's probably what I'll do. This is probably like the third Jeanne d'Arc that I've gotten, as far as having like 2 max unbound worth. But I only kept one of them max unbound and I sold the other one. So we're getting into the Diamantium spending portion of this, and I do want to address something. This Platinum Showcase was a significant temptation for me. Not gonna lie, because if you do the math on this, right, unfortunately this is totally random, kind of like what we're doing now to a degree, except the difference is the summons we're doing now are random, but we know by the end we're gonna get Sarisse. The thing with this is, with doing all 5, it's actually a 40% chance, if you do the math, to get a particular character on here. So if I wanted Gala Sarisse and did 5 platinum summons, 40% chance, better chance than I've had in a long time to get Gala Sarisse, right? And if I wanted just something new, which means Gala Alex or Gala Sarisse, I think it's like 67% chance. It's something like that. It's higher. So this isn't the worst idea. If this contributed worm sigils to the other banner, I would probably go for this because I had a chance, or would have a chance, to get her sooner and spark for something else. But since it doesn't, I care more about the guarantee than the risk of getting her or not getting her. And that's why I'm putting my Diamantium toward this. And as you can see, they're already making it a selling point. Double worm sigils. They want you to know. Pony up the cash so that you can get your favorite character. And Diamantium has brought us good luck. We got a 5-star again. I'm guessing another dragon. Seen a lot of dragons today. Alright, a Lance. That means it could be Forte. That would be nice for us. Now, chances are it's probably something that we already have. But let's skip ahead. I think it's After Floor. Alright, Kirsty. Good to see ya. And I think we can skip the rest of the circle safely. Kirsty, man, it was tough to decide. So one of the reasons I'm sparking for Sarisse, and I'll get into why Kirsty relates to this, but one of the reasons I decided to do this was the weapon bonus system. I really felt I'm not the type of player who's going to grind out all those weapon bonuses right away, so for me it makes more sense to focus on one particular weapon. And when I looked at all the elements, or all the weapon types rather, and my favorite characters, I just realized that Bo just has the most of my favorite characters. However, I really didn't have a flame bow unit who I really liked. So I don't have Chelsea, I don't have Gala Sarisse, obviously, and that kind of encouraged me to summon to say, if I'm really going to try be a bow main from now on... Whoa, Gala Thor! Nice, okay. I mean, having a second copy of him is pretty good, actually. I can probably unbind him eventually. He's a really powerful dragon. Also, this dragon to me is at the nexus of what I talked about. Like, I like these quirky offbeat dragons that are just terrible. I mean, Styx is a little too terrible for me, but Gala Thor, to me, has some really fun aspects if you're building an energy team, let's say. Like, that's a way to use him that could be really satisfying and is a little bit off the beaten path, as opposed to just the fact that he's like the best light dragon ever on everything. So that's how I might want to use him and enjoy him if I end up maxing out a second copy. Anyway, what I was going to say is I decided to become a bow main, right? So let me show you real quick my weapon situation, and I'll just go to the Agito weapons. And so this is how it looks right now for bows. Basically, I'm done with my wind bow, and I'm done with my light bow. However, I made a terrible mistake. I did not get what used to be called the tier 2 of the other bows before the version update. And in the new version, it costs 30 million, which is way higher than it used to. So I just can't do this right now because I don't have the rupees, but I have all the other resources. So yeah, for right now, my flame bow and shadow bow aren't maxed out because I just saved the resources, but I should have upgraded before the update. I actually sent feedback about it. It's one thing I'm hoping that they'll fix. And this water one still isn't fully upgraded because I was using the High Dragon water bow, but I'm going to work on this pretty soon. Oh, well, I'll show it later, but I was going to say I wanted to share my weapon bonuses as well. But we're here for summoning. Let's do some more summoning. Gala Thor, probably the best dragon that we've gotten so far, but the Nimbus Unbinds are fun. I never explained about Kirsty either. I'm going to have to go back to that. We have 2 more 5 stars. Oh, a staff. Did I mention missing any staffs? I don't think so. Nice. Garland Unbinds are welcome. Oh, Valentine's Hildegard. Good to see ya. Okay, so... Oh. Auspicious. I should have watched the circle. What I was going to say about Kirsty was Lance was my second choice. When I was looking at the units, it was a strong consideration. Part of the reason it was such a strong consideration was honestly... What I realized about the Lance weapon type was there's a lot of these dragon transformation characters, and to me that could be a really fun playstyle. So if you become a Lance specialist, you could play as Zainfried, Forte, or Lathna, Gala Mim, and yeah, that seemed to be pretty fun, and Nadine being one of my favorite characters as of late, I thought that's a good way to go. Alright, now there's a 4-star bow at the end. I feel like we just have to see that in case it's Eleonora. And that would be 2 Eleanoras in a row at the end of a circle. Ah, Joachim. Wind bows making their presence known. I like it. Maybe that'll bring us good luck when we go for Mean on the next banner, which I'm thinking we're going to have enough resources left to do, because we basically now have to do 100 more summons. Which is a lot, but it's 12k Wormite, right? So we're going to have like over 40k Wormites left after all of this, I believe. So I don't want to do my singles until the end. I'm just going to start doing my tenfolds with Wormite now. And we didn't get a 5-star last circle, so in the next couple we should get one, with this being a Gala as far as appearance rates. Looks like we're not getting one on this circle, but I should always start watching these just because you could get a transformation at the end. If we don't, we'll skip. Alright, 1 down. Let's do another one. Yeah, there's just so many good characters and so many weapon types I really wanted to max out, but the rupees are so expensive for the weapon bonuses and now for the tier 2 Agito weapons. It made me rethink my whole approach, because I was somebody who tried to build all the characters all the time in the past. And like, I want to do axes. I like a lot of the axes like Pietro. I want to do daggers. I realized as far as meta units and who I tend to play, like when I'm more serious, as far as playing and trying to grind up stuff, I realized I play a lot of daggers. Like I do tend to use Ezlith for Volk. I tend to use Belina for Kaiyan, or Vice. I used to use him for Expert. And within water, Mitsuba and Tiki. So that was also in consideration. Wedding Aoi as well. But yeah, I just decided I had to go with Bo. Bo has Nefaria, as well as her Dragon Eel form, Valentine's Addis, Summer Mikoto, Malera. Nice, 5-star. And then we're going to soon have Gala Sarisse, Eleonora. Hopefully we can get Mean, but I also like Hawk, so I have Hawk. Alright, another dragon. The one thing I would really hope we could get is like maybe Summer Mikoto, because I don't have him. So for me in the light element, my bow is a little bit weaker with Malera. Alright, Cerberus. Looking good, but she's in the Draconic Essence trade now, so not a particularly special pull for us, since she's kind of replaceable. But frankly, I'll probably do the same thing that I'm planning on doing with Jeanne d'Arc with her. And maybe with Poseidon as well, honestly. Like, I might as well get a little bit of Eldwater for a relatively low stamina cost, since I always feel like I'm more short of Eldwater than of other things. Although now I'm more short of rupees than everything else. I should start watching the Worm Sigil counter. I don't think we're too far off here, but I stopped paying attention. Alright, just a 4-star. And it's a dagger. 4-star dagger. Is it a floor? No, it is Yuya. So we're at 256. So we need to do 4 more 10-folds. Will we get anything good in these 4 10-folds? Please. Dragalia gods. I guess that would be Elysium? I mean, Ilia? Ilia's a goddess. Although, maybe not. We're about to find out in the new raid. 4-star city. Let's do another one. Looks like more 4 stars unless we get a transformation. And we did. It had been a while since we got a 5. Only 1. I'm thinking it's going to be at the end of the circle. Will it be another bow? An axe. Now, is there anyone that I could use that's an axe? Oh, Zubache. That would be very nice. Let's hope for Zubache. Okay, I think it's the next one. Ah, Ramona. Ramona looking good with Eldwater, but not who we wanted to see. So we've basically gotten very little of value for spending a tremendous amount of resources. So this is why you shouldn't do this unless you're crazy enough to want to pull one of these Gala units in particular, as I find myself in that position. I don't even know what I'm looking at here. So we're gonna do 2 more 10-folds. Hopefully we break our pity rate as part of that. It would be a shame to end this with having increased our pity rate twice, and for no reason really, or like not getting a 5-star to end things off and having a pity rate increased twice on a Gala feels kind of bad. At the same time, it's so random what we get that I don't know if it'd even be worth it to spend extra Wormite to try break the pity rate. So that's 1. So let's really hope on this next one we get a 5-star, and let's hope it's a good 5-star, please. Oh man, doesn't look like it, huh? Well, so it goes sometimes. We've seen all the 5-stars we're going to see today except for Gala Sarisse, or if we happen to get lucky on our singles, I just don't think it's going to be worth it to try break our pity rate right now. So let's skip this. We are now 4 worm sigils away, and we have 3 single vouchers. So we're going to use all of these no matter what, because we just want to use them for the worm sigils. Regardless of whether we would have, broken our pity rate via this, doesn't matter. And we do! That's awesome! So we don't go into this with 2 times pity rate increase, after all. Can you imagine? Okay, it's Freya. I was like, can you imagine if this was Sarisse on the 299th summon? Not exactly that much, of course, because of the Diamantium, but it was a Freya. That's like my second copy of Freya, so that's okay. And the last single summon, at least it's a 4-star. That's cool. Will it transform? It will not. So who is our last summon for today? Ifrit. Okay. You have 300 worm sigils. You have enough worm sigils to obtain the adventure or dragon of your choice. Let's trade. Gala Halix. Good to see you. Gala Mars, Gala Thor, Gala Katsith. You have my regards. Gala Sarisse is now your ally. We got there. It took us literally over 1,000 summons because it took us the full sparking, and I've done like 700 summons on this, but we got there. Finally. We don't even have space in our inventory. Let's process what we have collected over on the teams page. So for dragons, oh, everything's sorted all crazy. So let's just upgrade some of these dragons. This was kind of unexciting just because we knew we were gonna get her, but I mean, if Sparking had been here last year, that would have been much appreciated. By the way, they've been giving out a lot of free Sunlight Stones lately, haven't they? I'm thinking at this point, since I didn't get Horus or anything, I might use those for Midgardstormer 0. I am hoping to pick him up on this upcoming banner, and I think he would be pretty fun to play as, so we have now 2 Unbinds on our Nimbus. Didn't we get 3 Nimbus that session? Or I guess we just got 2. So that's cool. What else can we unbind from here? We got an unbind on Styx. Oh, Styx needs a buff. Like, Styx is actually that bad of a dragon with this compounding skill damage. It's very awful. Okay. And we got a Garland, so that's nice. Let's unbind that. So I think I'm right on this, but Sarisse was the only new adventurer that we got, right? I don't think we got any other new adventurer. We got a Cerb, but I might keep that copy separate so that we could use the Draconic Essences on both copies and get Eldwatered that way. And same thing with the Poseidons. Honestly, at this point, I'm starting to feel that way about Siren as well, just because I have too many Sirens. Yeah. There's another one down here, I think. Well, maybe not. Oh, that's Popstar Siren. Never mind. Let's upgrade Sarisse. Here she is. Upgrade. Immediate 50 node, for sure. If we don't have the resources to 50 node, that's going to be very, very sad. Auto. Just max node. And I'm going to wait on upgrading the weapons, my last 2 Agito bow weapons, because I honestly do think that the rupee cost might be a mistake. And it's so high that I'm honestly tempted as well to spend those 6-star unbinding items on it just because it's so ridiculously high. I kind of feel like they made it that way to incentivize people to buy those. But I don't want to spend them yet because we know we're getting some more refinement on Agito weapons later, and maybe I could use those unbinding items on that. Alright. Let's auto all the way. and now we will use some of our massive stash of Eld water. It's way more than I've ever had. Before the anniversary, I had, like, at one point hit like 50 Eld water. Or maybe 1,000, like a very small amount of Eld water. Nice. And now, there's one more thing we have to do. Now she'll be at the top here. Gotta put some of these augments on. There we go. Gala Sarisse has joined us for adventure. So, sorry Silas. I hate to remove you like this, but I just want to see Gala Sarisse walk on the anniversary screen to end things off. It has been quite the journey, y'all. Thank you so much for watching. Thank you for sticking with the channel. I actually recently surpassed 9,000 subscribers on the channel and just want to express my gratitude for that. The anniversary has been really exciting for me and hopefully for all of you as fans of Dragalia Lost, whether new or old. But that is going to do it for today, everyone. So thank you as always for watching. Take care, and I'll see you next time.